Hello everyone. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Haini Kotin. I am the head of Electrical Technology Program at Keningau Vocational College, Sabah, Malaysia. So, I am happy today. I want to explain my research. The title is Exchange Vocational Students Skill of Recognizing Symbols and Function of Electrical Components and Wiring Accessory through Merge and Merger Activity. I did this project to help my students understand current diagram properly. They could really understand the diagram properly because they found it to be two concept. So I come up with an activity that required them to be more physical involved in their learning. As you can see in this photo, this is an electrical current that my students need to learn in their class. However, they first have to learn the furniture function and it's completely through a diagram. This is the current diagram that my students need to really be able to understand and explain. I decided to do this research to help my students who had problem in understanding current diagram which represent an actually electrical diagram. Understanding the diagram is very important for them to master science. It is a basic form of knowledge they need to understand before they move to the next capital in their textbooks. So, what is my objective? My objective is to study to what extent this teaching aid assists a student in gaining understanding of the current diagram, practical, its components, and the accessory. It is a series of 3 activities where students learn to recognize the symbol and function by completely 3 activities. So the first activity, the student first meet level, which were written on card with the current correctly symbol in a given diagram. And the second activity, they then match the symbol with the correct function. Then this symbol represent based on the given diagram. And the last one, the third activity, they finally need to put together pieces of paper puzzle of the diagram correctly. According to some circular, learners need to master skill in interpreting visuals so they can comprehend any diagram accordingly. It is also believed that the meaning of diagram are corrected by learners, so the learners need to be trained on the concept based on what they see. A current diagram is means to translate the abstract concept of how electrical current works into the graphic representation so that it will be right to understand. It is clear that my students need to practice on their visual interpretation skill before they can understand diagram properly. This is why I come up with these activities. I conducted free tests and post tests on 15 students from a class which I had conducted this activity with. The test result relevant that they made significant improvement in their understanding of the meaning of each symbol in the diagram. The second part of the test was on function of the diagram. Most of the students were able to improve their understanding of the function of each components in a current diagram. So I believe that this technique is very useful in helping the student gain clear and comprehensive understanding of how current diagram works and what it is made of. What I noticed was that the student learner better when they were able to break down the diagram into similar components and understanding each part before putting together a whole understanding of the diagram. In the first stage, a student merges the label with the correct symbol in the given diagram. In the second stage, they merge the symbol with the correct function based on the given diagram. In the third stage, the student put together pieces of paper puzzle of the diagram and they were able to do this correctly. These were some of my reference. Thank you for listening to my presentation. My hope is that the activities and study can be continued on next student. This is one of the picture I have taken when the 3 activities and carry out in the learning. I hope everyone who watches and hear my presentation today is easy to understand and only the consolation of the result that I do to students in vocational college in electrical technology program. So between comments from respondent of this activity simulating the mind and happiness because it's invalid movement comprehension from each group. So thank you to the organizers for giving me the opportunity to present the result of this study about my research. The title is Change Vocational Student Skill of Recognizing Symbol and Function of Electrical Components and Wiring Accessory through Merge and Merger Activity. So thank you so much once again. Happy nice day, good day to all, and that's all. Thank you.